The DB series has always been a showstopper for Aston Martin, and the DB11 is a historically important car because it is a series of firsts for Aston Martin. For instance, it's the first car to be built under the second century plan of the company, a whole new chassis that will underpin the future direction and future models of Aston Martin. It looks like a big clamshell, doesn't it? It's made of one single piece aluminium, light and looks good. Just for comparison, it's half a foot longer than the Jaguar F-Type V8 but weighs 100 kilograms less. Everything is here for an aerodynamic reason. The air that goes in through these side strakes is received around the C-pillars and serves the purpose of a spoiler without actually having one jut out of this beautiful body. This is also the first car born out of Aston Martin's alliance with Daimler AG. In other words, this is two parts Mercedes and wholesomely Aston Martin. Let me make it clearer. The engine is a Mercedes-AMG 4-litre twin-turbo V8. Incidentally, the other one is a 5.2-litre V12, that too twin-turbo. That makes these cars the first ever series production turbocharged Aston Martins. The V8 makes 503 HP as against the 600 of the V12. Now, if that sounds like a big difference, let's see how it feels on a 1-minute drive. The torque is astonishingly similar, 700 Newton meters and 675, just 25 Newton meters behind. And because the car is lighter, you reach 0 to 100 in 4 seconds, which is 1/10 of a second slower than the V12. Now call it the culprit or the facilitator of fun, but the torque makes the snake dance possible. The parking lot power can shove you back, oops, and there's no place to grip. Even in the tightest turn, the way it sways and settles down every degree of the turn, it's an absolute grand tourer, much more than a sports car. And I love the fact that it doesn't kiss all the bumps on the road like a typical sports car. Now back there, children could be squealing with delight at the supercar sound of the Aston Martin, but they could be bored too soon because those windows are too high up. But then, only they can fit in there. Inside, well, violet or purple looks like fun. And for those who think that's loud, the luxury wrapper comes in other colors too, like this red. Remember I said two parts Mercedes? The engine is one, and the second is this multimedia console designed by Mercedes, including the touchpad and the turn dial. Mind you, this is not a touch screen. Once you figure out how these two interact, you're set. Once they decided to upgrade the tech, they even brought a button for the armrest storage. This is a DB built for the GCC roads. Straight, smooth and well-built roads, perfect for a grand tour. Now, the DB11 marks the advent of a turbocharged era for Aston Martin. It is intricately aerodynamic, has a Mercedes engine at heart and has a Lotus-inspired chassis that makes it all the more fun. But in its soul, it's every bit an Aston Martin.